Alright guys, I've just joined an 8-4 Drop here, and this pack it's got some cards in it. The Nim Death Mantle is a tricky card, but it can be good. The Trigon is the best card in the pack. There's also a Corkscur, a Spellbomb, Grove Seed, and the Painsmith. And I'd be very happy to see the Painsmith wheel here, but I'm taking the Trigon. Um, this pack really doesn't offer up much of anything. There is a Crocodile Gorge, which is worth uh, some parts of a tick, and yeah, that's there's a Snapsail Glider, there's a Chronogeth, Shikari, but nothing exciting. The best card in the pack is the Shall Have Fallen, and I'm going to take that, and maybe Infect will be open to us. Um, this pack is quite bad as well. There's a Moriok Replica and a Heavy Arbalest, and maybe the Lifestaff. Otherwise, there's not much of anything. Later picks, the Golem and Halt Order, those kind of cards might be worth it, but in this case, there's a Moriok Replica. It leaves us open, and it's a solid card. The most solid card. Silverbuck Lightstaff is up there with Arbalest as the second pick in this pack, but Replica for me. Here we see some more Infect cards. There is an Icarats, and there is a Contagious Nim. I prefer the Nim since it has 2 toughness, as opposed to the Icarat, which dies to everything. This Nim actually survives some things to battle it out again. Flesh Allergy would have been a solid pick as well, but I'm going to try it out, and hopefully I'll be getting more infects. It's I don't like shipping the Icarat because it's a solid card, but compared to the Nim, I say the Nim's better. Here there's Iketomir, which is so fine for us. Otherwise there's a Coppermere and a couple of replicas, and I do play these replicas in an infected. They are solid cards either way. Normal Mirror would be fine as well, but I'm taking this Igakol. And here, there's really nothing for us. I could hope to just pick up loads of mirrors and play the Galvanizer for my Igakals, but that's not very likely, so I'm going to pick this Leaden Mirror instead, getting up to our potential high drops. This pack is all about nothing for us. I could pick a Disperse, because blue-black is quite a nice combination. And while I do, I might as well pick the foil one, and maybe go blue-black infect with proliferate. So I'm taking this Disperse. And we get the choice of a Vector Asp, Bombsor Quicksilver, or Soliton. I'm going to pick the Soliton up because we did ship an Arbalest, and it might wheel. It's still a card that people take on preference. Some people like it and take it. Most people dislike it and will just ship it on. Bombsor Quicksilver it's decent removal, but I think that the Soliton is a better card. So here's our first pack again. Since green isn't flowing at all, infect-wise, I'm taking the Steady Progress. And no Arbalest, but the throw, I will take that. This pack doesn't offer us very much. I'm going to cut the withstand that. Yeah, away with the combat tricks. Flated Sea Strider or Scrap Diver Serpent. As is, we only have 3 infect cards. I'm going to take this Serpent because it's a late heavy hitter if we need to win a long game and it's just a stalemate. Flated Sea Strider being double blue and early drop isn't very exciting. I must say that we didn't get much of anything. The pack dried up so much that we might very well end up cutting our 3 infect creatures for more solid guys. This pack has a Fallen, which we are not very interested in. Our only green card is a Fallen, but I think the pack is between the Fume Spitter and the Scudder. And the Scudder is a bit more solid, being able to drop it on turn 3 and just ride it to victory. There aren't very many flying creatures that can take it down. It has to be a couple of them, and then you might be able to get some value from it either way. Fume Spitter, on the other hand, it takes care of Fallens and Mirrors, but I think this time it's a Scudder. And now we're looking to move away a bit from the infect creatures. Mimic Bats. I'm going to check if that's worth anything at all. I don't think it's worth anything, but it's a really strong card either way. It's worth 1 tick. There's a Perilous Mirror, which would be a good card, but I think that the Mimic Bat is strong enough for me to play it. Just any guy that dies will be something for you to use, make profit on. Perilous Mirror would have been a very solid card, but Mimic Bat is my pick here. Okay, here we see Instill Infection. There is a Cyst Bearer. We only know that we play black. We could pick the Cyst Bearer and hope that people ship us loads of green cards and maybe still go green black. In fact, it's still a possibility. And if so, I should definitely pick the Cyst Bearer. And I think I will. Instill Infection is the only other card that I'd be interested in. The Bombs or Quicksilver is an alternative, but I'm going to hope that we get sent these green infect creatures. They'll continue with a Carrion Call. There is also a Flatleaf Goblin, but the call is better, more versatile. Oh, Stinger, perfect. There's also Shape Anew, which still buys for nothing, but I've heard that it's risen in value quite a lot since the Inkmoth Nexus has been printed, and people want to try out the new polymorph kind of deck. But for our sakes, it's all about getting value in this draft. So here we pick up our first equipment, livestock, because there is a copper mirror. I'm going to do a cost source here and hide white, most definitely. Hide white and hide blue as well. So there is a copper mirror, but we don't have that much at the top end. There's a Soliton, but Lightstaff is going to be the better card overall. But here's another Scudder. which would be fine in most cases, but I'm going to. This is a hard pick actually. I don't have any what's it called, tainted strikes yet, but if I do pick up some tainted strikes, this becomes a 4/3 infect flyer, and that's really solid. But Blight Mamba is another early drop, another infect creature, and the key point being infect. Here's a tainted strike, there's a ratchet bomb, and there's also an untamed might. Untamed might, you need those in the infect deck. We only have 10 creatures so far, 11 if we count the Carrion Call, and we don't want to play the Soliton anymore. But Untamed Might as the pick. Blade Opinions is okay with Infect, but Untamed Might is the winning card. Wing Puncture, solid. Here there's I'm looking at these two creatures, and Bleak Coven Vampires can give you some extra reach or some extra time, but it's not a very great card overall. But I'm still going to take it because it's the biggest card, and I'm just going to grab this Genesis Wave. Might actually pull it off once. Taking our collar. Not going to play those two though. And Scouts. Oh look, Humacos. So we have a couple of 3 non-infect creatures.